This is Jublin, Assistant Professor from the Department of Commerce, V.O.Chidambaram College. Today I would like to speak on the topic methods of valuing material issues. So there are different methods to value the materials that are being issued from the point of taking the materials from the storage house to the issue part of the production unit. So how the valuation can be done? A firm can purchase materials frequently at different prices. So the same price the purchase cannot be done. So it is frequently purchased at different prices. Then it keeps all the materials in the same store without differentiating the price at which the materials were purchased. So the issue of materials from the store to different jobs, it must be processed. So for that process the valuation is being done. So on what basis? So thus there will be a question like at what price the material must be issued. The cost of the material issues varies. Since when it is received, it will be received at one particular price, and when at the time of the issue the price will be different. So exactly at what price it must be valued. So that is the problem where it is giving you a solution to find valuing the materials at different methods. So there are different methods to value the issue of materials. So under three heads it is being classified. One is cost price methods, market price methods, and standard price methods. So under cost price methods there is first in first out method, last in first out method, average cost method, inflated price method, specific price method, base stock method, and highest in first out method. So there are 7 categorizations of valuing the cost under the cost price methods. So under market price methods there are 2 different categorizations. One is replacement price and realizable value method. So under these 2 heads the values can be issued. Third one is standard price methods, that is categorized into 2 categories. One is current standard price and basic standard price. So under these 3 methods the valuation of the stock can be done. So I would like to deal in specific today about the first in first out method. So simply to tell, the first in first out method clearly tells that the materials that are received first will be issued first. So the materials that are being brought into the production unit, it will be issued first. So the picture clearly tells that purchase of materials, the materials are being purchased and it is being transferred to the warehouse. So the warehouse, from the warehouse, at what price the material must be issued. So the prices are received under 3 different dates. One is 1st January, 2nd January and 3rd January. So 1st January it is receiving 20 quantity at rupees price 7. 2nd January it is receiving 30 quantity at the price of rupees 8, and 3rd January it is receiving 40 quantity at rupees 6. So how the price will be issued? Under this FIFO, first in first out. So the materials that are received first will be issued first. So the first material that is received is on 1st January at the quantity 20 at the price 7. So the first quantity will be issued first. So it is issued to the production unit. So it is needed by 50 quantity is needed. So for this 50 quantity, which one will be taken first? So January 1st 20 quantity will be taken first, and January 2nd there are 30 quantities that will be considered for the next issue. So totally 50 quantities are given to the production unit. So this is the process of getting the FIFO method. What is received first will be issued first. Then before getting into the problem of understanding the FIFO method, let me tell you what is a store's ledger. So with the help of the store's ledger only, we are going to we are going to value the issue price of the material. So store's ledger is a ledger for recording the receipts and the issue of materials from the store. So the stores will record the transactions that are being received and issued. So all these recording will be done in the store's ledger. It also records the balance of material. So at the end of the calculation of the value of materials, I will analyze the balance of the materials that are in the particular store. It will help to know the stock position of the various materials also. So the various materials that are being received and issues. So currently what is the balance? I can be able to understand and know the stock position of the particular material. It also shows the quantity of material purchased and issued during a period. So for example, if 1st January I received 20 quantity, I wanted to know the balance. So the balance will be 20 quantity and at what price it will be clearly given. The quantity and the period will be clearly mentioned in the store's ledger. It also contains the details about the minimum, maximum and the reorder stock levels in the stores ledger. The stores ledger will be maintained by the storekeeper in the particular store. So this is the format that is being given for the stores ledger. It contains the material code, the bin number, the material description, the location. As I already told that maximum quantity, the minimum quantity and the reordering quantity will be mentioned in the stores ledger, and the receipts, issues and the balance will be clearly recorded with the particular period of time. So the date also will be given, the quantity, the rate and the amount will be mentioned in the stores ledger. So I would like to explain you with a short example for the FIFO method. So what is received first will be issued first. So my problem tells that how many receipt is there. So January 1st, January 10th, January 20 and January 28. There are 4 receipts section and the others remain to be the issue section. So on 1st January I received 500 units at the rate of rupees 20. As I have already recorded in the receipts column, I record the receipt quantity as 500 units, the price of rupees 20 and the amount goes to 10,000 rupees. So the balance, so on 1st January, as on 1st January, my balance amount will be 500 quantity, price of 20 and the amount will be 10,000 rupees, which is clearly given in yellow color. So January 10th, again I am receiving 300 units. 300 units I am receiving at the rate of rupees 24 per unit. I am recording it in the receipts column on January 10th, 300 quantity at the rate of rupees 24, which amounts to rupees 7,200. Now how to carry over the balance? Actually on January 10th, what will be my current balance? So already I have received 500 units and now I am receiving 300 units. So totally 800 units, but I should record it individually because I should issue the material. What is received first must be issued first. So I am putting the balance first 500, the rate of rupees 20, 10,000 and the second receipt is 300 and 24 rupees. The rate is 7,200. So I have put it up in a bracket. So green color it is clearly shown. So as of the January 10th, my balance is totally 800 units. So January 15th, I am issuing 700 units. So I have already gone up with 2 receipts. Now I am coming into the issue of 700 units. So January 15th, I am recording in the issue column. So now the first in first out method is clearly applied. So what is received first? I have received on January 1st 500 units. So I am considering that to be issued first. So I am issuing 500 units at the rate of rupees 20 at the rate amount 10,000 rupees. So totally my issue is 700 units. So the remaining balance is 300 units I am having on January 10th. So I am taking 200 units from the 300. So it is put up in the bracket. So totally I am issuing 700 units, which comes to rupees 24 rupees per unit, the rate of rupees 7,500. Now the balance comes to 100 units. So out of this 800 units, I am issuing 700 units. The balance will be 100 units, which rates to 24 rupees and the amount is 2,400. The next transaction is January 20th. Again I am receiving 400 units, the rate of rupees 28 per unit. The receipt column, January 20, I am recording my transaction as 400 units at the rate of rupees 28, which amounts to rupees 11,200. Now the current balance, what will be the current balance? Already I am having 100 units, so I am bringing down the 100 units at the rate of rupees 24, which amounts to rupees 2,400. Again, my receipt as on January 20th is 400 units. So this 400 units at the rate of rupees 28, which amounts to rupees 11,200 rupees. So the next transaction is January 25. I am issuing 300 units. So 25th January, my receipt issue column, I have to issue 300 units. So from where will I take this 300 units? First receipt is 100 units. So from the brackets, I am taking the 100 units at the rate of rupees 24, which amounts to rupees 2,400. The remaining I need 200 units. So out of that 400 units, I am taking 200 units. So the 200 units at the rate of rupees 28, which amounts to rupees 5,600. So remaining will be 200 units. So out of 400 I am taking 200, the remaining will be 200 units. So 200 units at the rate of rupees 28, which amounts to rupees 5600. The next transaction is January 28. Again I am receiving 500 units at the rate of rupees 22 per unit. So in my receipts column I am recording 500 units at the rate of rupees 22, which amounts to rupees 11,000 rupees. So now my current balance, already I am having 200 units at the rate of rupees 28, and again I am receiving 500 units. So 500 units at the rate of rupees 22, which amounts to rupees 11,000. And my last transaction tells that again I am issued 200 units. So on 31st January, the issue column we have to record as 200 at the rate of rupees 28. So directly it is given issue 200 units. So from the first part of the balance I am taking 200 units at the rate of rupees 28, which amounts to rupees 5600. So as on January 31st, my current balance will be 500 units. My total quantity of balance in the January 31st is 500 units at the rate of rupees 22, which amounts to rupees 11,000. So the particular method clearly tells the valuation of the price. The whatever materials that are being received first are being issued to the particular party production unit in the first come basis. So the problem clearly explains the FIFO method, and which is really very useful tool. The FIFO method acts as a major tool for valuing the issue of materials. Thank you.